the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's coming up next.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here. Yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From midfield, here's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Johnson on the return. Oh, able to avoid him. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Allen going to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Play action. Now it's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Cook. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Ajabo running in to take him down. Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To the air, Allen. Buying time, and he's going to go down again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Past the 20. 5. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Cook running on first down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, and they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
off the option. Here's Henry. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And some room to work. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here come the Bills. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown of this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out. That's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On second down, here's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Bills offense back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Allen to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Well, Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now here come the Ravens. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. The quick feet by Jackson. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll run the option right here on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Off the option, here's Henry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no way to go for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson running again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field at 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Holding offense.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ed Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. We'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. With Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
It's hauled in by Hardy. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, a slant route caught by Bateman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. But Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Henry up the middle.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And the busy night for Henry continues.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson options out left.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36.
Off the option, here's Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, those are the ones that eat at you as a kicker. Tie game, 3rd quarter. This is one you know you should make. Instead, you miss it, and it's jubilation on the other sideline.
And the Bills getting set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Allen now on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens ready to take over. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will start with an option going left. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. And it just never materialized. And down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson going to run again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Got the 3. Got the 3. Hey, let's go. Let's go. We're going to be big time now.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Brent Urban there to get him down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Allen. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll start with the option. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 8 coming up. Jackson going to hold on to it again. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Allen. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Buffalo.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 22, Allen rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Got his target, Samuel. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol.
And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. A combined 33 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Going to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Review the play. Ruling on the field is reversed.
So that a good call by John Harbaugh and tossing out that red flag. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The quick feet by Jackson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Now, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Jackson running again. Oh, look at the juke. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people were worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Back to throw. Allen. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin with Henry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. A pivot and a give to Henry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays. They might look back on and say, really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Allen. Completes it to Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Down right around the 25. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to almost certainly win the football game. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
That's interference.
Let's check in with our referee. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?